I think that the Philadelphia Eagles have tensions within what the coaching game plan is. I think that after you get back from Dallas, you give everybody time off before the Friday game. It's a short week. Don't have KP do the install. Like have the players take it over, players only meeting. Don't don't like collaborate with what the game plan is, but no, seriously, like if this is your offense, then run it. Like if we've got to open up the middle of this field, like then we got to open up the middle of this field. Like if somebody has an issue with somebody else, right? They'll box about it and then it'll be cool, right? Cuz they're not shady with one another. They're in communication and working as a unit, and everybody wants the success of everybody else on the team. That's granted. But when the offense doesn't look the way that it's supposed to look because you're too reliant on hitches and comeback routes and you're running it at a historic rate with the fewest routes run among the season, and it's a recipe for disaster because it's all about rhythm and timing. And once the corners get a sense and the defense gets a sense of your rhythm and timing, it's totally off. Like I know, like I'm fairly certain that Kevin Patullo doesn't listen to Teddy Pendergrass. I'm just saying, I wouldn't even mind hiring Jalen Hurts' dad as a offensive coordinator because it's like that's real shit, right? That's who you hire as the guy. You hire his dad. I mean, like if you want somebody with resonance and he's had a different offensive coordinator every year, year over year for the last 10 years and you finally want him to get some consistency, know what he likes, know what he doesn't like and really build more resonance within the team, put his dad on the staff and make him the head guy. I mean, obviously he would have to agree to that, and they're working through the protocols, but like that makes sense. How do you create that team friendly atmosphere? Like the coach's son is always the one that's held to the highest standard. Like when I was playing team sports, I didn't have all the best equipment because my dad was the coach and he was gonna put me on with like all the techniques and the drills at home. I had a net in my backyard. I had my hockey stick, my ball, and I practiced running and being outside and being pretty accurate. But my biggest thing was when the coach's son would be on the bench upset because we're down by 2 goals. I had to say like, "Yo, lock in. Like, if you're out of this, if you're not in this, and you're the best player that we have, like we've got no shot." And I need you for another 15 minutes. And like, it's gonna suck. Like I don't really care what happens when you hop in the van to go home and you know people are yelling and screaming and it must be hard to have such like high expectations on you. But because you're the most productive, if you're not all the way locked in on what your mission and what your purpose is, then we've got no chance. And so to always have that sense of clarity and vision of where you're going, that's that's really important.